Hello everyone, I'm your English teacher and I hope that everything is good with you and your family. Now today from your grammar book we are going to discuss a topic that is conjunctive adverb or connective adverb. Now what is a conjunctive adverb or a connective adverb? A conjunctive adverb provides a link to the previous sentence. So basically conjunctive or connective adverbs are used to join two sentences. Words, however, for example, consequently, subsequently, as a result, therefore, these all are a conjunctive or connective adverbs that we use to join the sentences. Now move on to the example for more clarity. I understand you, however, I don't agree with you. Now in both the sentences you can see that word however is used as a link to join both the sentences. So now the word however is a conjunctive adverb or connective adverb. Now move on to next slide for more clarity. If the adverb join two sentences or appear in the middle of a clause, it usually need a comma or two. Now, read the example. Emily finished her project last Friday. Nevertheless, she is very busy this week. So, nevertheless is a conjunctive or connective adverb and it always follow comma after that. The two sentences that can stand on their own, that are independent clause, they always follow a comma after that one. Next example, my dentist is busy all this week. His schedule is full. Furthermore, until last next month. Furthermore, here is a conjunctive or connective adverb and it again follows a comma after that. Now, if the adverb join two clauses, it needs a semicolon. Clauses means that need dependency upon each other. We might have an independent clause and one dependent clause. If you think a pause is needed as well, add a comma. The bus broke down and the traffic was heavy, therefore we were late. So here therefore is a connective or a conjunctive adverb and it joined two clauses. That clause is dependable and that clause is that clause is independent and that clause dependent upon the first clause. So we use semicolon before that one. Clear? Whenever we have a one independent clause and second dependable clause, then we use semicolon before the conjunctive adverb. Now move on to another example. There was a blackout and Tom sprained his ankle. However, we managed to put on a great show. So now here you can see that second sentence depend upon the first sentence for its meaning and it is joined by the word however and it follows a semicolon before that one. Now move on to your grammar book, chapter number 9, adverbs as connectives, adverbials or reasons. Adverbs as connectives. Some adverbs are used as a connective or conjunctions, that is joining words, when they serve to link two clauses together or even two sentences together. So as I earlier told you, what are connectives or conjunctive adverbs? That join two sentences with the help of a conjunction. Now see, such adverbs include moreover, anyway, however, hence, then, beside, nevertheless, consequently, and so on. Follow the example. He lost all his possession in the fire. His house was not insured. Now these are two simple sentences. We are going to join it with the help of a connective adverb. He lost all his possessions in the fire. Moreover, his house was not insured. So with the help of moreover, we join these two sentences. That is a adverbial connections. There was a very bad traffic jam that morning. We were all late for work. Now these two are separate sentences and we are going to join it with the adverbial connectives. There was a very bad traffic that morning. Consequently, we were all late for work. Now second one is adverbial of reason. These introduce reasons or explanation for things happening or being done. So as its name indicate reason, so these adverbs are used for giving any reason, excuse or explanation. Read. They include because of, as, since, for, due to and owing to. So these are the verbs of these are the adverbs of connective of reason. Our geography teacher make an ideal Santa Claus because of his chubby cheeks and jolly laughter. So we have given the reason why that Santa is a ideal, because that Santa has a chubby cheeks and jolly laughter. Now we gave up our sweets because we wanted the younger people to have them. So why they have given up their sweets? Because they have a reason. They want that must be taken by the younger people. Next, Mr. Joy won't be attending the course since he is already familiar with the work. So again, why Mr. Joy is not attending the course? Because he already know that one. He has a solid vision for this one. Now, position of adverb, where we are going to use adverb in the sentence. We have to understand that one. Adverbs of position, adverbs of manner which respond to the question how. So when we use that adverb of manner which always give an answer to our question how things are going to be happen, how he is running, how he is doing. So for example, well, fast, quickly, carefully, calmly are usually placed after the verb or after the object. See the example. The child drew carefully. Now it gave an answer to the question how the child is drawing that one. So the child is drawing that one carefully. Adverbs of place or adverb phrase of place. For instance, here, there, everywhere and of time, that is now, then, yet, today, next Monday, etc. generally come after the verb or after the object. So adverb of place that give answer to the question where that action is going to happen. Time is when the thing is going to happen. Now see the example. The man came here last year. So it gives the answer to the question when man came, that is last year. Paul will come here. So where Paul is going to come? Here. So it gave a question to the answer where. When we use two or more adverbs after a verb and its subject, the normal order to follow is adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time. So this is the sequence of adverb how we are going to use them. If we have to use three adverbs in a one single sentence, the sequence must be, first we are going to write down adverb of manner, then adverb of place and then adverb of time. Now, the principal spoke sternly to us during the morning assembly today. Here you can see that sequence. Manner was that sternly. Place, morning assembly, time, today. The adverb of frequency which respond to the question how often. So adverb of frequency is that which give answer to the question how often that action take place, how many times that thing is going to happen. With always, never, often, really, usually, generally and other adverbs like almost, already, hardly, nearly, just, quite are usually placed between the subject and the verb. If the verb consists of only one word, in case of the verb having more than one word, the adverbs are put after the first word. We usually have dinner at night. So basically when we are going to use that adverbs that end with ly, basically we use them after the subject. The little girl never laughed. So this is never we use before that verb. Now next one, when the verbs are am, are, is, was, there, adverbs are placed after the verb. So basically, if in a sentence we are having a helping verb is, am, was, were, has, had, then we are always going to place adverb after helping verb. See the example. Father is always at home on Sundays. So is a helping verb, always is adverb, and we are going to use it after helping verb. He is rarely late for office. So again is a helping verb and rarely is a adverb, and we are going to place it after a helping verb. Next, when the auxiliary or the single verb be is stressed, these adverbs are usually put before the auxiliary or the verb be. So we know that be is a main auxiliary, and what are the basic forms of be? Is, am, was, were. So these are the standard forms of be auxiliary. Whenever we have that be in the sentence, it always follow before that one. Father comes home late again. Yes, he sometimes does come late. Do you eat fruits? Yes, I usually do. When we use an auxiliary in short response, like the last example above is stressed, and so the adverbs come before that one. So whenever we have a question tags in a sentence, then we always follow that adverb before a auxiliary or a main verb. With the auxiliary have to and used to, we use the adverb in front of them. So whenever in a sentence we are going to have to and used to, we always use adverb before them. So now next, when an adverb modifies an adjective or another adverb, the adverb usually come before that one. So before whenever we are going to have adjective adverb in a sentence, like the example, the man was quite hungry. So hungry, we know that already an adjective. So whenever there is adjective in the sentence, we always use adverb before that adjective. Don't run fast. So fast is an adjective. So we place so before that adjective. Now next, the adverb enough always come after the word it modifies. He was strong enough to fight his way out. So enough always come before that, after that to, infinitive to, fight and to reach. So next one is usually the word only is put immediately before the word it modifies. They have played only 2 hours. So whenever we are going to place adverb only, it is placed after between that immediate action that it is going to talk about. So I hope you understand what are adverb. Now in today's online class, your teacher will discuss the exercises of this chapter with you. Till the time, stay safe, stay at home. Thank you.